Good afternoon, Miss. So, as you have given us a task to make a bulletin board, which is entitled "My Bulletin Board Design." So, um, we are also asked in making a bulletin board to use a print making technique. So, here is my bulletin board, or here is the bulletin board that I have made out of using the printmaking technique. So here is my bulletin board. So of course the canvas or the background of this bulletin board is only used cardboard. So of course we need to improvise. So the topic that I have choose in my bulletin board to be featured is a book recommendation. So why book recommendation? So it is for me to put the books that I will be recommending to my students, the good books that I will be recommending to my students. I will just put it in here. So next is why I have a letters in here, 7 letters to be exact. So it is the SMT WTFS. So this letter stands for the days of the weeks, of course, which is the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So this just means that every day I will be posting here a books or the books or the book that I will be recommending to them to read on that day. For example, is on Sunday, so I will be posting a book in here on what book that I will be recommending for them to read on Sunday. So I have put in here an example or a book that I will be recommending to them to read on that day, which is entitled as Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim, and the author is Mr. Robert C. O'Brien. So I put a picture of the book in here, and also I wrote the title of the book at the top of the picture, and of course the author of that book, so that they can easily look for it. So next is we are asked to use a printmaking technique in making our cardboard. So in here you can see the background of the letters that I have in here is a flower. So I just print these letters and cut it out and put it in here. And of course digital printing technique is also seen at the book, of course, because I have printed it. So it is also digital, so digital printing technique. So that's it. And also I have used a, I don't know what you call this, but this thing on a fastener, I put it in here so that I can easily get this paper, which is label, which is the label of the day, where I can easily get it and easily put the another book that I will be recommending to them on this day. So this same as with this, all of them. That's I have put an example in there. So yes, so that I can easily get it and put it back in here. So next is, of course, the design of my bulletin board, or so I just put a design at the corner of my bulletin, which is the vine and the leaves. So why vine and the leaves? Of course, to for me for it to be related to the design that I have put in my digital printing techniques, or on the days of the weeks. So it is nature, so that's why vines and leaves. And also because I am also not good in art, or in drawing, painting, or whatsoever. So next is the material that I have used in here is only a paint, and I just draw it or paint it in a glass and just paste it in here. So I assume it is called the mono printing or monotype printing technique. So that is what I have seen on the internet or on YouTube, so I just follow it. So also I have to improvise, of course, that's why. And what do you call this, the color, of course, the contrast, of course, so for the design to be easily seen of the students. And of course it can attract the students, because it will make them confused that why is that, what is in here. So if they can see it, if they see this, they will say, oh, a book recommended by their teacher. So if they want to read it, they can read it. So I assume that's all of the things that I can picture in my bulletin board. Okay, lastly, the background, which is the color orange and the black, as you can see. What I have used is not a cartolina or a colored paper, but it is a fabric. Why fabric? It is only a fabric. I only use a fabric for me not to only improvise, but also because when I use a fabric as a background, as you can see, it doesn't have a, what you call that, it is not it is flattened, not with the paper or the colored paper or the cartolina, which is, you can see the folds. So in a silk or cloth, you can see any fold in here. So the same as with my border, it is also a fabric or a silk. So that's all about my bulletin board. And yes, this is the bulletin board that I have made. And yes, the technique that I have used in creating my bulletin board is the digital printing. First is the digital printing, and the second is the mono printing technique. So yes, this is the bulletin board that I have.